Hey, what's up everyone? This is your boy Jay, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And today I drew 8 cards, for this video, especially for those who are watching this live on Instagram and on YouTube. I made a read a really interesting article about DC Comics, wanting to just really, give the fans what they want for the March Madness. And I know, like in this video too, it's saying March Madness and it's already April, but I just really want to do a reading on this article too that I just really read today, and just really tune into the energy of just, what DC Comics is really going for when it comes towards this DC Comics round robin March Madness, how can I call it? I say giveaway, really giving the fans what they want comes towards with any kind of comics that they want to read too, on a regular basis. And I think that's, for DC Comics, for them to really do that, for their fans, especially for their hardcore fan base, is really cool too, especially for those fans who are just fan of DC Comics since, way before I was born, and even till now, the younger generation. And so I think that's really cool on DC Comics on their part, and shout out to them too, DC Comics, the creators of Keep DC Comics, and all other comic brands too, like Marvel Comics especially. It's one of my favorites, along with DC Comics and Dark Horse, and even all the Shonen Jump, all the comics, whether they're from America or from the overseas too. So shout out to all the creative content artists who are doing cool things for their fan base. And so back to the source of the reading too for the DC Comics round robin giveaway. I'm just gonna reveal the 8 cards that I pulled for this video, and just like with the top cards that I pulled, just really connecting with the source of the reading with the tarot cards and the cards on the bottom to really bring some spiritual clarification that we can all learn from it, including the people who are doing the DC Comics March Madness giveaway too. Or I should say DC Comics, giveaway. DC Comics, fan giveaway or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this video, but it's going to be really related to DC Comics. But I'm going to just show you guys what I just, drew for this video. And so I'm just going to reveal these cards and just, share what's all about. So the first 4 cards that I drew too, just really getting a sense of it, is what I sense from the reading also. Just, really tapping into why is DC Comics, joining the March Madness, and really just want to provide the fans what they want. So I'm going to go there too. These are 4 tarot cards. I'm going to reveal the bottom oracle cards too, that we can really share for this message also. And let's see if I can put these straight here. Okay, so there are the 8 cards total that I drew for this reading. I'm just going to share the top tarot cards that I just really connected to the source of this reading also. And the first message that I got too is from the Moon card. And I really do feel like with DC Comics too, and especially the company and, and so on and so forth. They're really passionate about this too. And with the moon is really connected to our emotions. They really are just really do, are just really emotionally invested when it comes towards what for the fans of what they want to for their comic book experience, and what kind of comics that they really just want their fans to see on a regular basis. So I really do got that with the moon card. You're really emotionally invested in this. And also with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is a really good power move on DC Comics end, just to really doing that fan giveaway, just, for especially for anyone who's really just, a fan of DC Comics since the beginning and even till now. I think that, for DC Comics to really do that is a really good power play on your part, especially with the Nine of Pentacles. Is a really, I call it the Beyonce card because it's got that, really entrepreneur, but also, entrepreneurial kind of energy. So it's a really good power play on your end. And also, we got the Ace of Cups. Let's see if, yeah, Ace of Cups. So if you get, let me see, I can put the card here. With the Ace of Cups, I really do feel like, I feel like, with DC Comics, they really just, they really want to just practice forgiveness and just really want to make things right for the fans. Let me see, I get a little closer. I just, with Ace of Cups, I really do sense that, they really want to just make things right for the fans too, especially, when it comes towards with DC Comics, and just really want to just really, be there for their fans and just really provide them for what they want from their past mistakes. So I really do feel that also, the Ace of Cups. And also with the Page of Wands, I really do feel like they're very driven. They really want to take action with this too. And you just really want them, make things happen, with the Page of Wands. I really do feel like the people who are doing this, the people who are working in DC Comics, the company, they just really want to, they're really driven by this, and they really want to just really stick with their guns, and they just really are driven to really doing this giveaway for their fans. So there's really cool energy, when it comes towards this reading too. Really cool stuff, especially as a comic fan too, just to be taking myself out of the equation and just really into that. I think that's a really cool play on DC Comics' part, really, for them to really do that for their fans. And also with the bottom Oracle cards and what they can learn, and also what we can learn from, from this experience also. And for this video is just to really stay positive. I got the sun, and this is really connected to, positivity, looking at things from the brighter side, and really this is an element of fire. And so like with the sun is very warm, it's very nurturing. Let's see if I could point this card here. There you go. Yes, there's like with the sun too, it's really all about, staying positive, really bringing light to any situation, and really bringing positivity to any situation. Especially, for this reading too, just for people who are working in DC Comics, it's just to really remain positive, and especially the fans too. And just with the DC Comics fan giveaway, I just feel like, providing the fans for what they want too when it comes towards their comic book experience. It's just, could be, pretty challenging, but always, staying positive, throughout the whole experience. And especially, as a comic book fan and a comic book writer and artist, it's always good to really stay positive out there. And also, not waste any time on anything. Just really with the giveaway, if this is like important to anyone anyone who's working in DC Comics, is just to really, find that discipline. Really just, making the time to just really listen to the fans, and just really just, not wasting any time on anything that's really important, especially when it comes towards, giving the fans what they want. Just that, just really making that a priority, especially for the, giveaway too. And also, I got Fury, and this is a really interesting one too. I'm just really just sinking this in and why this card came out, and just, I just came to realize too, just with Fury, and this is connected to, fire also, and just, it's just like, when fans kind of like, they kind of feel a certain way, and they just don't get what they want to, or if they're like the creators who are doing this, especially the people who are working in DC Comics are kind of like, fed up or they're kind of upset, just to really pay attention to any kind of anger or frustrations and just really be mindful of how you can really just, be mindful of that, but also to really tune into that in a very healthy way too. Just, if there's like, any mistakes, you can write to DC Comics about it, or just, with people who are working in DC Comics could just really find ways to really, express your anger in a very healthy way instead of in a destructive way. If that makes any sense for anyone who is watching this video, just really paying attention to the Fury card, because anger is a good, like a powerful emotion, but at the same time could be a dangerous one. So it's always something to really be mindful of. And then, with the last message what I got from the bottom of the deck is the Purity card. And so, like with this message too, what I just really, in tune from this picture and just the energy of it is just like for the people who are doing this March Madness and who work with the DC Comics, is just to really find ways to rest, to really purify yourselves, to really take some me time after the whole shebang that's, all said and done. When you feel exhausted and if you feel like you need to just recharge your batteries and just take some time for yourself. Just really find those purity moments to just do some self-care, to relax, clear your head, whatever that helps you purify, to really connect with that purity. And this is connected to the water element. Ice, it's good in our drinks, it's good in our smoothies, and especially, like ice baths are very purifying because it helps us cleanse our emotions. It gets rid of all the heaviness from us and just really helps us find that clarity. So for those who are working DC Comics who are doing this giveaway for their fans, and especially for us too as fans too, who are just, wanting to just, get our comics and dealing with so many challenges along the way too about it. It's just to really find ways to purify yourselves. And even just also, when you're reading your favorite comic, just really doing that in a way that just really feels purifying for you. Reading your comic that just soothes you, that purifies you, and just makes you feel good about yourself. So it's beautiful messages here too for this video, especially, for anyone who's truly a fan of DC Comics. I think that's really cool too. I'm not like I'd say I'm not trying to compare, but I love DC Comics as much as I love Marvel Comics and Dark Horse and Shonen Jump and, Dragon Ball. I'm wearing my Dragon Ball Z shirt. I just love art, good storylines, whether it's from a video game, from a movie, from a music video, etc. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video also, and especially for those who are watching this on Instagram and on YouTube. And if you guys love this on Instagram and you guys want to just share with your friends and like it and all that good stuff, feel free to do so, especially, on my Instagram page, Herc420. Feel free to do so. If you guys like that video on my Instagram, like it, share with your friends who could really benefit from it, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I don't mind if you guys really like these videos and watch them on a regular basis. And if you guys are on YouTube and you guys like this video also, or are new to my YouTube channel, feel free to give it a like, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel too, Herc213, and hit the notification bell twice. So once you subscribe, you'll be automatically notified for all the, well, you'll get notified, but if you click it again, the little notification bell on the right, that way you'll get notified for all the content that I'm doing too, when it comes to videos and live streams and updates, all that stuff too, especially if you click the little button, the little bell twice, and you get notified for all the things that I'm doing, any updates and videos and live streams on a regular basis. Whew. So with that being said, guys, that concludes with the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, pop culture Oracle tarot reading. I'm going to continue to really do these kind of videos, especially on Fridays too. Really doing some current events when it comes to with our environment, politics, anything like that too that really has an effect in our, society. Even pop culture stuff too that really connects with not only with music but also with gaming and movies and television and all that too. Just really do some interesting stuff, with these oracle tarot readings too. And maybe continue to practice self-care that could benefit us, our loved ones, and our environment. And I'll see you guys around in the social media and YouTube streets. Peace. Love, much love. Namaste.